My friends, the cosmic alignment approaching on September 18th will initiate the most profound transformation in human consciousness that has occurred for over 3 centuries. This is not simply another celestial event, but a quantum shift that will permanently alter the fabric of reality itself. The universe has been orchestrating this moment through precise mathematical synchronicities that ancient mystics could only dream of witnessing. Every soul incarnated on Earth during this epoch chose to be here specifically for this unprecedented awakening. The gravitational fields of 9 celestial bodies are converging in a sacred geometric pattern known to esoteric masters as the Enneagram of transformation. This formation occurs only once every 343 years when the cosmic clock resets and humanity receives new operating instructions for consciousness evolution. Your presence in this moment is no accident, it is destiny crystallized into form. The numerological code embedded within September 18th reveals layers of meaning that penetrate deep into the quantum structure of existence. When we decode the date, we discover 18 equals 1 plus 8, which gives us 9, the number of completion and cosmic renewal. The 9th month carries the vibration of spiritual mastery and the dissolution of illusion. But here lies the deeper mystery. The year 2025 reduces to 9, creating a 999 portal that opens gateways between dimensions. This mathematical harmony has been building for decades, with each passing year adding another layer to the cosmic symphony. Ancient Babylonian astronomers prophesied this exact moment, encoding the knowledge in stone tablets that modern archaeology has only recently begun to decipher. The frequency signature of this alignment resonates at exactly 432 Hz, the same frequency that creates matter from pure consciousness. You may already sense the approaching shift through subtle changes in your physical vessel. In recent days, your sleep patterns have become irregular, not from disturbance, but from your soul preparing for dimensional expansion. Dreams have grown more vivid and prophetic, filled with symbols and messages from higher realms attempting to prepare you for what lies ahead. The tingling sensations in your extremities are not random occurrences. They signal the activation of dormant neural pathways that have remained silent since childhood. Your intuitive abilities are heightening rapidly, allowing glimpses into probability streams and alternate timelines. Time itself feels different now, sometimes crawling like honey, other moments flashing past like lightning. This temporal distortion occurs because linear time is beginning to collapse around the approaching cosmic event. The Earth's magnetic field is fluctuating in rhythm with your heartbeat, creating a resonance between your personal biofield and the planetary energy grid. The ancient masters understood that consciousness exists in multiple layers, like transparent sheets of cosmic awareness stacked infinitely above and below our ordinary perception. On September 18th, these layers will align for exactly 4 hours and 17 minutes, creating a direct channel through which higher dimensional knowledge can flow unimpeded into human awareness. This is why mystery schools throughout history have preserved sacred rituals and meditative practices. They were preparing initiates for this very moment. The Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, will manifest with unprecedented clarity as the boundary between inner and outer reality dissolves completely. Your thoughts will become visible as energy patterns in the space around you. Emotions will radiate outward as colored light frequencies that others will perceive on subtle levels. The separation between self and cosmos will reveal itself as the grand illusion it has always been, replaced by direct experiential knowledge of universal interconnectedness. Prepare yourself, for the transformation beginning September 18th will restructure not only consciousness, but the very fabric of physical matter itself. Scientists have detected anomalous readings in quantum fields surrounding our solar system, indicating that the fundamental constants of physics are about to shift into new configurations.
This means that abilities considered supernatural throughout human history will become as natural as breathing. Telepathic communication will emerge spontaneously between individuals whose consciousness has expanded beyond the limitations of individual identity. Precognitive awareness will develop organically as the future becomes as accessible as memory. Most remarkably, the power to influence matter through focused intention will activate in those who have purified their mental and emotional bodies through spiritual practice. The crystalline structures within your pineal gland are already beginning to resonate with cosmic frequencies, preparing to receive direct transmission of multidimensional information that will guide humanity into its next evolutionary phase.
The esoteric teachings speak of 7 sacred seals that have protected advanced knowledge from premature revelation throughout the ages. September 18th marks the opening of the 6th seal, releasing wisdom that has been held in cosmic trust for millennia. This knowledge includes understanding of how consciousness creates reality through the manipulation of quantum probability fields. Ancient texts describe this process using symbols and metaphors, but on the approaching alignment date, the knowledge will download directly into prepared minds without need for interpretation or study. The Hall of Records, spoken of in Egyptian mysteries and Atlantean legends, exists not as a physical location, but as a frequency band, accessible only when cosmic conditions align precisely. During the 4-hour window of maximum alignment, this frequency will be available to anyone whose consciousness has achieved sufficient coherence and clarity to receive transmission without distortion or confusion. Your emotional body requires preparation for the intensity of energies that will flow through human consciousness during this cosmic event. Unresolved traumas, suppressed feelings, and energetic blockages will surface rapidly for clearing and integration. This is not punishment, but liberation. The universe is offering a complete reset of your emotional programming. Childhood wounds that have influenced your entire adult life will suddenly make perfect sense as you perceive them from the expanded perspective of your higher self. Relationship patterns that have repeated endlessly will break apart and reorganize into new configurations based on unconditional love rather than unconscious need. The fear-based programming that has controlled human behavior for centuries will lose its power as you remember your true nature as infinite consciousness temporarily experiencing itself in physical form. Tears of joy and recognition will flow as you reconnect with soul family members and remember the cosmic purposes that brought you all together in this incarnation. The physical changes accompanying this transformation will be unlike anything recorded in human history, yet they follow universal principles that govern all evolutionary leaps in consciousness. Your DNA is preparing to activate dormant sequences that have remained inactive since the fall of Atlantis over 12,000 years ago. These genetic codes carry instructions for abilities such as bilocation, materialization, and conscious control over aging processes. The endocrine system will undergo recalibration as new hormone-like substances begin production in previously unknown glands located within the etheric body. Your nervous system is already adapting to conduct higher frequencies of bioelectrical energy without damage or overload. The chakra system will expand from 7 primary centers to 12, creating new pathways for cosmic energy to flow through your physical vessel. Sleep requirements will decrease dramatically as your body learns to regenerate through direct absorption of prana from the cosmic field rather than through unconscious rest periods. Ancient prophecies from civilizations across the globe have pointed toward this specific moment in linear time when humanity would undergo its greatest initiation into cosmic citizenship. The Mayan long count calendar, the Hindu concept of yugas, the Hopi prophecies of the Great Purification, and the Egyptian mysteries of the new aeon all converge on this exact period in human evolution.
The beings who walked among humans in ancient times, known by various names such as angels, gods, or star people, are returning now to witness and assist with this unprecedented transformation. Their presence will not be experienced as external visitation, but as awakening memory of your own multidimensional nature and cosmic heritage. The knowledge they carry has always existed within human consciousness, waiting for the proper cosmic moment to emerge from the depths of genetic memory and soul awareness. September 18th initiates the return of the Golden Age, not as external paradise, but as the natural expression of awakened human potential. The astral realms are preparing for massive reorganization as the barriers between dimensions become permeable during the alignment period. Travel between physical and non-physical realities will become commonplace for those who have learned to maintain coherent consciousness across multiple dimensional frequencies. The spirit world, as it has been traditionally understood, will merge gradually with physical reality until the distinction becomes meaningless. Deceased loved ones will become accessible through direct communication rather than requiring mediumship or ritual. Past life memories will surface spontaneously, bringing understanding of karmic patterns and soul purposes that have remained hidden throughout this incarnation. The concept of death will transform into conscious understanding of transition between different states of being. Fear of mortality will dissolve as you recognize yourself as eternal consciousness temporarily focused through physical form for specific evolutionary purposes. Your creative abilities will expand exponentially during and following the September 18th alignment, as the cosmic forces responsible for all manifestation become directly accessible to human consciousness. Artists will channel visions from higher dimensions that will inspire new forms of beauty never before imagined. Musicians will receive melodies that carry healing frequencies capable of restructuring matter at molecular levels. Writers will serve as scribes for wisdom teachings flowing from cosmic sources of knowledge. The boundary between imagination and reality will blur until creative visualization becomes the primary tool for shaping physical experience. Scientific breakthroughs will emerge through intuitive inspiration rather than analytical research, revealing connections between consciousness and cosmos that current paradigms cannot comprehend. Technology will evolve to work in harmony with natural forces rather than opposing them, creating innovations that support rather than exploit the planetary ecosystem. The collective human unconscious is undergoing preparation for receiving downloads of cosmic information that will revolutionize every aspect of civilization. Educational systems will transform as children begin demonstrating abilities that current pedagogical methods cannot address or develop properly. The concept of learning will shift from information acquisition to direct knowing through resonance with universal consciousness. Traditional religious structures will undergo radical reformation as humanity develops direct connection to cosmic intelligence without need for intermediary authorities or belief systems. Political organizations will reorganize around principles of unity consciousness rather than separation and competition. Economic systems will evolve beyond scarcity-based models as abundance becomes recognized as the natural state of a universe filled with infinite creative potential. Healthcare will integrate understanding of consciousness as the primary factor in physical well-being, treating causes rather than symptoms of disease. The Earth herself is participating consciously in this evolutionary leap, adjusting her magnetic field and rotational frequency to support the expansion of human consciousness. The grid system of energy lines that encircles the planet is being recalibrated to carry higher frequencies of information and life force energy. Sacred sites around the world are activating as transmission points for cosmic energies entering the planetary field.
The crystal formations deep within Earth's core are resonating in harmony with similar structures in human bodies, creating a unified field of consciousness that encompasses all life forms. Weather patterns will shift to reflect the changing energy dynamics, with phenomena appearing that current meteorological science cannot explain through purely physical causation. The aurora borealis will extend to latitudes never previously recorded, creating visible displays of the electromagnetic changes occurring within Earth's energy field. Financial systems worldwide will undergo transformation that reflects the shifting values and priorities emerging from expanded consciousness. The old paradigm, based on competition, hoarding, and artificial scarcity, will give way to economic models founded on cooperation, sharing, and recognition of infinite abundance. Currency itself will evolve beyond physical or digital representations of value toward energy-based exchange systems that reflect the true wealth of consciousness and creativity. Individuals who align with these new frequencies will find themselves attracting resources and opportunities through resonance rather than struggle. The concept of work will transform from survival necessity to creative expression and service to collective evolution. Property ownership will evolve into stewardship responsibilities as humanity recognizes its role as caretakers of planetary resources. The gap between wealthy and impoverished will dissolve as abundance consciousness spreads throughout the collective and every individual discovers their capacity to create prosperity through alignment with cosmic principles. Your relationships will undergo profound transformation as the illusion of separation dissolves and you begin recognizing other souls as aspects of your own extended being. Romantic partnerships will evolve beyond emotional dependency toward conscious collaboration between sovereign beings united in service to common purposes. Family structures will reorganize around soul connections rather than genetic relationships, creating chosen families based on spiritual affinity and shared evolutionary goals. Friendships will deepen into telepathic bonds that transcend physical proximity and verbal communication. Conflicts that once seemed insurmountable will resolve spontaneously as all parties perceive situations from expanded perspectives that reveal underlying unity beneath apparent differences. The wounded inner child that has driven unconscious behavior patterns throughout your adult life will heal through direct experience of unconditional love flowing from your higher self. Forgiveness will become effortless as you understand that everyone has always been doing the best they could from their level of consciousness and awareness at any given moment. The moment of maximum alignment will occur at precisely 3 hours and 47 minutes past midnight on September 18th, creating a cosmic doorway that remains open for exactly 4 hours and 17 minutes. During this window, direct transmission of advanced knowledge will be available to anyone whose consciousness maintains coherent focus and receptive awareness. The information received will be perfectly calibrated to each individual's capacity for integration and application without overwhelming their mental or emotional systems. Some will receive technical knowledge for developing new technologies that serve planetary healing and human evolution. Others will channel artistic inspiration that carries healing frequencies and awakening potential. Many will receive guidance regarding their specific roles in the collective transformation now beginning. The downloads may arrive as sudden knowing, vivid dreams, inspired thoughts, or direct energetic transmission that bypasses intellectual processing entirely. September 18th marks not an ending, but a magnificent beginning of humanity's conscious participation in cosmic evolution. The transformation initiated on this date will continue unfolding over the following months and years as individuals integrate expanded awareness into daily life and collective institutions reorganize around new paradigms of consciousness. You are not simply witnessing this evolutionary leap, you are an essential participant whose unique gifts and perspectives contribute to the success of the entire process. The cosmic forces orchestrating this transformation have been preparing for millions of years to ensure that humanity receives every support necessary for smooth transition into its next phase of development. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and your own ability to navigate changes with grace and wisdom. The universe celebrates your willingness to incarnate during this unprecedented moment in cosmic history, and your contribution to collective awakening is already creating ripples that will benefit countless generations yet to come.